So an interesting thing happened to me today. I was out doing some bids. I was looking at a pretty significant deodar cedar, and the client informed me that his son was one of my fans on this YouTube channel. I thought, cool, how old is your son? He said 14. As a matter of fact, today is his birthday. And the kid comes around the corner, he comes up and he shakes my hand. I said, you like my channel? And he says, yes, I want to be an arborist. I was kind of shocked. He just turned 14 today, and he said he wants to be an arborist. And I asked him a few questions. I said, so do you like climbing trees? And he said, well, I haven't really climbed too many trees. And I said, have you watched a lot of my videos? He goes, oh yeah, a lot of videos. I said, oh, that's pretty cool. So I've got a big fan there. But it got me thinking, this kid, by the way, he's wearing a hat that says "Still" on it from Chainsaw. And it got me thinking about young people evolving into this career. And I really don't see too many young people that say they want to be an arborist or say they want to do tree work even, Usually the young people that I hire are just looking for a job and a way to make a living or make a little bit of extra money, and they discover that they want to stay working in trees. They like it. But this kid, he wants to stick with a career. So I asked him a few questions about it, and I was talking to him. I showed him a few things, and his dad was there, and he was asking me to make some recommendations, and I told him that he ought to look into some of Shigo's books. He wrote it down. I thought, cool. And I told him, I said, this is kind of college level stuff, but I can tell this kid's pretty sharp. So the kid told me, he said that he did some pruning on one of his citrus trees. And I went over and I started looking at some of the cuts, and I pointed out what a bad cut was, and talked to him a little bit about retaining the branch collar. And I asked him, I said, do you know what a flush cut is? And he says, oh yeah, I know what a flush cut is. I thought, cool, this kid really was paying attention. Maybe he will follow this passion. But age 14, that really surprised me. And I got to thinking, after I left, I thought, I wish I'd have asked him more questions. I wish I would have possibly given him more advice. And I thought, if we do a video and you guys out there contribute to it, especially you guys that are in the business, if you're arborists or if you work in a tree company, what would you advise a young man or a young person, doesn't have to be a man, but this kid's only 14. Today he's 14. What would you advise him to do in preparation for the day that comes where he will venture out into this career? What kind of exercise, what kind of reading, what kind of learning should he seek out to become a little bit more knowledgeable in the industry prior to him actually getting a job? Oh, I forgot. His father said that he bought him Jeff Jepson's book called Groundy, which, by the way, is an excellent book. It's got some great stuff in there that I think every ground worker should pay attention to. But so I want you guys to contribute. Throw in some comments. Tell me, what would you tell this young guy as a preliminary, get started bit of advice to further your career? I'm interested to see what you guys say, and I'm going to pass this on to the kid, and hopefully he'll read it. He says he's a fan, so he'll probably find it. All right, thanks a lot.